Dear students, welcome to my channel. In this video, I have explained long answers of lessons 9, 10, 12, 13 and 15. Don't skip the video, watch fully to understand long answers of all these lessons. If you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and share with your friends. Now we'll see lesson number 9. There are three long answers are there. One question is most expected from these three questions. So you have to learn all these three. First one is advantages of departmental undertaking. The first point is easy formation. It is easy to set up and created. It is created by the administrative decision. It does not have more legal formalities. Okay, so it is easy to form. Okay, easy to set up. It is created mostly by the administrative decision of the government and involving no legal formalities. And this will come under the direct and control of parliament or state legislation. The same you can write it here. The departmental undertaking is directly responsible to the parliament or state legislation through its overall head, that is the minister. Through the minister it comes under the parliament or legislature directly. And secrecy maintained. Strategic industries, that is very important industries for country's safety and economy. These industries can be better managed by government departments only, because the government it has to maintain secrecy in their working. So only the government can maintain it properly. So that is one point you can write. And then next is lesser burden of tax on public. That is the earnings of these departmental undertakings directly and entirely it is paid into the government treasury. So that result in the lesser tax burden on the public. So that is one of the point. And next is lesser risk of misuse of public money. Here there is subject to strict budgeting, accounting and audit procedure, so there are less chances of misusing the public money. So I have taken 5 points and there are still two more points are there. Whichever points you feel easy, that you can write. And next two questions I have written in this way, but actually this is not a difference between, but I thought that some points are similar, okay, for both the questions. So I thought we can take those points and the same thing which you are learning, that you can write it for another that the other question also. So that is why I have given as a comparative form, so that whatever is similar, that same thing you can write it for the government company. Okay, whatever features common and whatever answers are common, it you can write it for government company also. So in this form I have given, so that you can learn both the questions answers without leaving any question. So in this lesson one question is most expected. Okay, so it may be from these two questions or the other one, advantage of departmental undertaking. So I thought I can put like this so that it will be easy for you to learn. Okay, here mostly the points are similar. There are slight changes here and there. Okay, that you can see through this table. Okay, so that's why I have put in this form. First one is special statute. It is created. I have used it because here there is no space. When you are writing in your exam paper, you write full. Public corporation is created by a special act of the parliament. Okay, it is created by the act which will be passed in the parliament or state legislature. Okay, here how it is formed, how it is created, through the registration under the Companies Act 1956. So this one public corporation is created by passing a special act in the parliament, in the state assembly. Here it is formed through the registration under the Companies Act 1956, and here both the points are same. Okay, separate legal entity. Okay, the here it you can write public corporation is a legal entity. It has a legal entity separate from government. Legal entity means what? It is separate from the government, and it can acquire property, it can make contracts, it can file suits, that is case, in its own name. The same you can write it here. I have referred the book and I have made the answers like this, so you can write. So here the same heading and points, the same thing you can write for government company also. And next, capital provided, both the organization capital is provided by the government. Here public corporation full capital is provided or by agencies controlled by the government. Here whole capital can be provided or majority. Majority means here at least 51% of the capital is provided by the government. And next is own staff. Here both the side headings are same. It has its own staff whose appointment, remuneration, service condition, everything is decided by the corporation itself. Here it has its own staff, except some officials are deputed by government. Except them, the remaining staff, the government company can appoint. And next, both the organizations are accountable to directly. They are accountable to the parliament and state legislature. So they have to prepare their annual report, and audited accounts should be placed before the parliament or the state legislature. Okay, so in this way you can learn two questions answers. Okay, I hope you will not confuse it. So it will help you to learn these answers easily. And next is lesson 10. Lesson 10, you have only one question, that is various functions of Reserve Bank of India, and you will get either functions of Reserve Bank of India or functions of commercial bank. So there are three functions, okay, for commercial bank, primary function and secondary function. So altogether three functions. So you will get at least one question from these three questions. So better, if you find it very difficult, you better write the side headings. How much side headings you can memorize? At least don't leave the question, because these questions are expected question, important. Okay, so I thought you can at least write the side headings. Okay, generally it is classified under three categories. Okay, it can be grouped, the functions of RBI can be grouped under three heads, that is leadership and supervisory function, traditional function and promotional functions. Now see, under the leadership you can give brief explanation. If it is not possible, it's okay, you write only the side headings. Okay, being a fastest growing economy in the world, India has to play a major role in the world affairs. Okay, it is expected to play a major role in the world affairs by many countries. So it has to perform certain functions. So RBI as India's representative in world financial institution, it takes the leadership function. Okay, it is the regulator. Regulator means controller and supervisor of the Indian banking system. Throughout India, what are the banking system? It is the regulator, controller and supervisor, and it has got the monetary authority controlling the entire the monetary system. Everything is under the control of RBI, and it closely monitoring the economic parameters. That is, it is closely analyzing the economic parameters is economic performance. Okay, and then promptly responding to new challenges whenever there are challenges placed before our country economy. The RBI will take control and then it will respond to the new challenges. And next is we are going to see the traditional function. Usually what functions it does? It is a banker and financial advisor to the government. Government banker is RBI. As a banker to the government, it accepts money into the central and state government accounts, okay, and then make payments on their behalf. And it manages government debt, loans, borrowings, okay, it gives advices to the government. And then monopoly of note issue, that means what? It has got the sole authority for the printing and issue of all currency notes in India, okay, except 1 rupee note, that is 1 rupee note and all coins are issued by the Ministry of Finance. And next is Bankers Bank. In India, all the bank, whatever bank is there, it, RBI is the head bank, Bankers Bank, okay. And then it controls the credit, okay, circulation of money. And next, promotional function, it nurturing means it encourages the banking habits among the public. Any grievances, any settlement, and any complaints from the customers, it will attend to that, okay. And then next is agricultural development and promoting the small scale industries, facilitates, it helps the foreign trade, for the exporters, okay, the traders, it will help them to carry on the foreign trade smoothly. And it supports the cooperative sectors, that is, it helps the cooperative banks, and some relaxation in rules it will provide, okay. So that it can improve the cooperative sector in our country. So these are the functions of RBI. You can at least write the side heading. How many you can learn, that much is enough, okay. So no need of learning all the, I have given all these things to your capacity. For the slow learners, I'm saying, you can, without don't leave the question, at least you can attend few points, you can memorize, no need to give any explanation, okay, you can attend this question. And next, lesson 12, there are two questions. These questions are also most expected. First one is primary function. Primary function, there are three things: accepting deposit, granting loans and advances, and creation of credit. Okay, accepting deposit, you can write the a brief explanation, or otherwise directly the second point you can write, that is, broadly deposit accounts can be classified into demand deposits and time deposits. What is demand deposit? These are repayable on demand on any day. So under these two deposits are coming, savings and current deposits. Time deposit is, it is repayable after a period, or at least the keyword you write, okay. Under this there are two types: fixed deposits, recurring deposits. So one function is over. And granting loans, a loan is, it is a debt. Don't if you are unable to write, leave it, but I am explaining. A loan is a debt provided, it's for a particular period, the bank will provide, okay. And then what is advances? Advances are the funds provided by the bank to the businessman for their requirements to run the business, okay. So in the form of overdraft, cash credit, discounting of bills, in that way they help the businessman to get their finance required money to run their business. And next is loan. You can give some types of loan: housing loan, consumer loan, and then vehicle loan, educational loan, jewel loan, all these things. And third point is creation of credit. What is creation of credit? Credit money. What is that? It is the process where bank will use the one part of one part of its customers' deposit to the people who are in need of money. It offers like a loan to the people, to the individuals, or to the business people, okay. So in that way it will create money, it will supply money in the country, okay. So that is known as creation of credit. So credit money of commercial bank is more, it is greater in volume than the currency money, okay. So one side they accept deposits, on the other side they lend loan to the needy people, to the individuals or to the business people. So in that way they create money, okay. So this creation, the volume, the purpose, and to whom this credit should be given, credit money should be given, is everything is done under the guidance of RBI. Okay, you can write, understand and write the in your own words. Okay, next second question is secondary function. Secondary function can be classified into agency function and general utility. Agencies, bank will be act as the agent for the customers and provide certain services. Without explanation you can write, only side heading you can write few, that is one single line explanation for agency function. You can give the explanation. And transfer of funds, it transfer funds from one account to another account, it collect checks and pay the checks, and conduct the share market transaction on behalf of the customer. It can buy shares and other, it make investments. Okay, and then it prepare the income tax return, that is it file the tax return to the government, and dealing in foreign exchange, and then acting as a correspondent. It does the it books the ticket and passport, applying for the passport, everything they do as an agent for their customers. And utility function is usefulness. Okay, useful services, some services for the customers, it is useful to them. Safety lockers and letters of credit for the for the importers. They give letter of credit in foreign trade, and travelers checks, gift check, reference services. It will be like a referee to their customer regarding the credit worthiness. Okay, their financial status. They will give the information to the required people. Okay, so these are the utility functions. Okay, so don't leave the question, at least you write the side headings. Okay, lesson 13. Here also there are two questions are there. Different types of warehouses. Here this is also very simple. Private warehouse, upon the word itself you can write, these warehouses are built and owned by private businessmen and enterprises. They will store only their products only. Okay, government warehouses, it is created, operated by government. Mostly the government, the services will be available to government only. And like one or two lines you can explain. And public warehouses, from the word you can, it is offered to the public. They may be managed by individual, can also manage, or through some agency they can be managed, and operate as per the rules and regulations of the government. And bonded warehouses, it is, these are the warehouses licensed by the government, and mostly the imported goods, where the customs duty is not paid by the importer, these goods will be stored in the bonded warehouses. Okay, and then next is cold storage. You will be learning in short answer, so that answer you can write here. The perishable goods are stored in the cold storage. You can give the examples: fruits, vegetables, eggs, like that. And the cold storage, goods stored in cold storage can be made available throughout the year. Okay, now the next one is advantages of warehousing. Only side, and there is no side headings, only simple points are there. It safeguard the stock of the goods of merchants. Merchants are traders who do not have those traders who do not have their own warehouses. They can keep the they can use the warehousing. Okay, and it reduce the distribution cost of the traders. How it helps the traders? Those who do not have their own storage, they can have the warehousing, and they can hire, and they can keep their goods in bulk in the warehouses, and how much they can store in their shop, that they can keep it in their shop. So it reduces the distribution cost. And then it helps in the selection of channel of distribution. Okay, when actually this warehouse acts as a distribution center. So here they will process the goods and move the goods. Okay, when they do that, that time they can select whether the goods can be moved to directly moved to the wholesalers or to the retailers, or sometimes directly to the consumer. So they choose the channel of distribution. And because of the warehousing, okay, the goods can be continuously sold. They can avoid out of stock position. As per the demand in the market, they can supply the goods, and there will be continuous sales. And next is it creates employment opportunities for both skilled and unskilled workers. Many can work as a warehouse keeper, and in the processing and moving the goods, many can work as a they'll get the job. Okay, so these are the advantages. And next is 15th lesson, the various types of insurance. Here also, um, first, it is broadly classified as life insurance or life assurance and general insurance. Under life insurance, it is a contract which the insurance company undertakes to insure the life of a person in exchange of a sum of money called premium. Okay, this is life insurance. And next is a fire insurance you can write. It is a contract. Everything you have to write contract between the insurer and the insured. Okay, the insurer undertakes to make good any loss. Make good means he will compensate. Okay, any loss or damage caused by fire in exchange of a sum of money called premium. I have repeated the same line so that it will be easy for you to learn. Okay, so the same word which we have used in the life insurance in exchange of sum of money called premium, that you can use it here also. And marine insurance, it is a contract where the insurer undertakes to compensate marine losses in exchange of a sum of money called premium. And next is health insurance. You study in very short answer. That same answer you can write it here. It's a contract between an insurer and an individual or with a group in which insurer agrees to provide specified health insurance at the agreed upon price. And next is crop insurance. Also you are getting one question, so that same answer you can write. This policy is to provide financial support to farmers in case of a crop failure due to drought or flood. And next, the here in this lesson also, these two questions are very important. Any one will be asked. Okay, so both the questions you have to learn. And here, principles of insurance, utmost good faith. Utmost good faith is they should be faithful. Okay, they have to completely tell their uh, information, both the insurer also and the insured also. Okay, according to this principle, both the insurer and the I have given 3 points. You can write two or like that according to your capacities. For slow learner I am saying, according to this principle, both the insurer and insured should enter into contract in good faith. That means what, they have to give all the information. The insured should give all the information related to the subject matter. If he is taking for his life, life is the subject matter, so he has to tell whether he has undergone any major treatment. Okay, so everything he has to tell. And next, the insurer should also give all the details regarding the insurance contract. Later he should not deny that this thing will not be covered under the policy. So both of them should share their information clearly, okay, uh, in a faithful manner. Okay, next is insurable interest. Insurable interest means what? The insured should suffer if any damage to the subject matter, he should suffer financially. So that is known as insurable interest. So in the principles, first both the parties should reveal the information to each other. And then next is the insured should have a insurable interest. Okay, he should have the uh, if that subject matter is lost or destroyed, he should suffer financially. Okay, and then indemnity is the compensation for the loss or damages. So this is not for making money, this is just to compensate the loss. Okay, so for that only. So it will not be the loss will not be the money which they are giving as a compensation will not exceed the loss. Okay, so it is not for money making, just to have the compensation. And next, cause of proxima, it is nearest cause. See, sometimes the accident or something happened due to the two or more causes, so the nearest cause will be taken into consideration. Subrogation, so subrogation is stepping the shoes on others. That means what? Once the claim is settled, the ownership right of the subject matter. See, for example, a car met with an accident. Suppose the car worth is 10 lakhs. Then, if the car is damaged, okay, the insurance company will give the full compensation, and then they will take the ownership of the that crashed car. Okay, they will not give that. Okay, so that is the meaning of this. Once the claim is settled, the ownership right of the subject matter of insurance will passes on to the insurer. Mitigation is you have to minimize. Okay, when the mishap, in the case of mishap, if some fire, if something is there, so the person should take all the possible steps to reduce the loss. Okay, he should not stand like that, I have a insurance, so I will not do anything. No, he has to minimize the loss. Okay, so that is also one of the principles. I have given 6 principles here. You can take any 5 principles. Okay, so with this, I have explained all the 5 marks in these lessons. I hope this video will be useful to you. If it is useful, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.